So this is the second segment that I am interested in modifying for my Healthy Family Functioning course. Just one more assignment that I want to walk through making some adjustments to, and I think that this will contribute, both of my assignments contribute to various components, the multimedia component, the active learning component, assessment strategy component. I think that I have whether intentionally or not, incorporated a number of things that I've learned throughout this course and really just emphasizing some things, doing them a little bit better, organizing them better than I had set up before. And so I want to go ahead and walk through what I have referred to as my family interview project. Now, this project is one that I have used throughout my courses when I've taught this course on ground, and I found it to be really helpful. We had some extensive discussion when I began talking about this assignment throughout the course. And one of the things that I have found very helpful for my students is for them to actually sit face to face with a family, and particularly for this course with three families, not for clinical purposes for them to do actual counseling, but for them to be able to take a family through an assessment process and through an interview or intake session, and also to be able to turn that information around into a report. These are very important skills for professional counselors, and so I feel like this is an assignment that helps them to walk through some of these things in a very safe environment that then will be transferable skills for when they're working with clinical families. So the students are going to use a link that I provide to them through Canvas to administer an assessment. The assessment is called the Family Health Inventory, or the FHI. They're going to administer it to three families, and it is done completely online. And so the families are provided a link, and basically when they click on that link, it takes them directly to an assessment that is set up in Lime Survey. And the couple, both spouses are expected to complete the assessment. This is specifically for married couples, though it can be modified for single families or other types of family setup, whether that be blended families or any type of family system. And so but for this particular assignment, I requested that they identify married couples because I think that they get the most feedback and the most people to work with, so the best learning occurs in this particular environment. So husband and wife will both complete the instrument. They'll complete it separately, and when they click on the link to the assessment, basically what happens is there's a demographic section, then there are 213 items, and then following that there are prompts that let the second spouse know that it is time, it's their turn to complete their information, and they include demographic information and then complete their items and hit submit, and it loads into a database that I then have access to send out the information to the students so that they're able to score the instrument, which is actually part of the process of learning as well. And so once they have gotten to that point where the family has completed the assessment, then they are assigned to go in and do a face-to-face interview. Now, obviously, with this being an online class and thinking about technology and things, we do distance counseling. We train our students in distance counseling, but for this particular assignment, I'm asking that they do this with local families and do it face-to-face. And so they will actually complete this interview as a role play assignment, which is where some of the active learning component comes in. They are going to sit with the family, ask them questions. They are going to do this on video, and this video will then be submitted for peer review as well as for review by their instructor for feedback. We have a number of courses where we require role play activities, but they are not always as directed as this particular assignment, and so I think this is helpful to give a list of questions and to watch a student be able to walk through questions that they know that they want to ask, without sounding robotic, or with being able to take some ownership of the questions, even though they have been established for them. And they can certainly contribute to the list and modify the question list. But these are some basic questions that I'm looking for. And they do have a rubric posted there. And so they then will go and post this on the discussion board that is open. And I'm asking that peers give feedback the week that this assignment is submitted to at least 2 of their peers, and then the instructor who's teaching the course, me or someone else, will then be able to go in and provide feedback as well. And I have made sure to include that they post a transcript along with the video that they post. And so I think as I just go back to and thinking back to the beginning of this course and having this understanding or recognition that we have some courses that we're doing really well, but there are some components we need to enhance. Like, for instance, the ADA. We need to make sure that every online course at the institution, and on ground for that matter, provide ADA opportunities for our students, making sure that we are really providing them with the content in a format that they are able to access. And also just thinking through ways that we can strengthen our courses, make them better, whether that be adding multimedia components, doing something to keep the students to keep their attention, but not adding so many components that it makes it overly complicated. Even today, as I've been working on getting this completed, I felt like that frustrated student who's had to wait on videos to download or upload, whatever the case may be, and the computer freezing up as I'm trying to make a recording and then turn around and post it on YouTube, so that then I can turn around and embed it into the forum for our class. And so I think about the amount of time that it takes to do things like this, and we have students who are their lives are very busy, just like mine, and they're working full-time jobs, and they're coming home and trying to get their assignments completed. And so I think, if nothing else, this course, well, obviously there are a lot of things that I've gotten out of it, but I think if nothing else, it offers me an opportunity to have even more empathy and compassion for our students, understanding that they're at a stage of life and fighting for an opportunity to get their education, and we have a chance to help to make that not only doable for them, but optimal. And so I think that this course has been very helpful in helping me to wrap my mind around those concepts, and certainly to incorporate better assignments and talk to my faculty about different ways that they can enhance their courses. And since I'm responsible for curriculum design for my institution, to really work with my curriculum development team and make sure that we are always engaging in best practice for our students and cutting edge technology, but more than anything, setting our classes up to be a good experience for our students, and making sure that our instructors are engaged and more concerned about students mastering content for the purpose of being able to walk away from the class with the skills necessary to go into employment or however they're intending to use this content. So I'm very passionate about working with these students and excited about the opportunities and the things that I have learned from this class that are going to help me to be a better course developer and instructor myself. So thank you to all. I'm looking forward to your feedback and think this has been just a great experience. So thank you.